Cypher is pursuing new research. He claims that what they're doing in Africa is the missing piece. A weapon to surpass Metal Gear.
Howdy folks, it's Angel the Hunting Gear Guy. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different for this review. I'm primarily going to show like range footage and tabletop pictures and that kind of thing to try to get one of my videos monetized just so I can get a little bit of money so I can pay for, these guns to review and that kind of thing. Anyways, this is the Terra TM-9. It's a polymer frame striker fired pistol, 9mm, made in Montenegro. That sounds fancy. Where's Montenegro? I don't know. I'll show a picture of a map or something like that. It's a Glock knockoff. It's a very inexpensive Glock knockoff. Actually, the first name of this company was Terra Perfection. That's the name that's on the side of my pistol. They have since changed it to Terra Aerospace to sound fancier. But anyways, Terra Perfection it is. It's I don't know, adding itself to many of the other Glock-ish pistols out there. There was also a pistol called the Schmeiser SLP-9, same pistol as this one. That was supposed to come into country with a higher price point. I don't know if any of them made it into the country, but I just see these days. There's a newer TM-9X model that looks like it's quite a bit better than this one. This one looks like kind of like their first kick at the can, and it's there's some rough spots and there's some spots on it that aren't very fantastic. So this gun's claim to fame is that it's double action, single action. So it's a polymer striker fired pistol, double action, single action. That's kind of a weird combo. Usually double action, single action are hammer fired pistols. This is a striker fired pistol. And it's weird because, well, it's not really the truth. It's not really double action, single action. We'll put it that way. With the single action, really what's happening is that you're letting the trigger bat out a little bit until it just resets, and then you can pull it in and it's less pull than the double action, but not that much. And you still have to pull the full weight of the trigger, which is right around 9 pounds. And you pull that whether you're doing it in double action or single action, double action. So it's 9 pounds any which way. It's gritty, it's long, it's very heavy. That's one of the heaviest triggers that you're going to get in a pistol. And you have to do it every time. There's no way of like just going single action and like lowering it. Like compared to the Nork Sig clones, they have like a 12-pound trigger for double action. They only have to do that once. Then every other shot after that single action, that's right around 4 or 5 pounds, which is very nice. This one's 9 pounds every time. Fantastic if you need to practice your trigger pulls. Boy, great for that. To use as a, I don't know, like a duty pistol in IPSC or something like that. Whoa, terrible, not great for that kind of thing. The other thing that's not really great is the reliability. Now, in mine, I had many different types of failures. The variety was astounding. Okay, so there's a couple that I read about online that I saw, and there was a couple that I didn't read about that I saw as well. One that I was a little bit worried about was the failure for the trigger to reset, and that happened on me. So I'd press in, and there was nothing, let go all the way, press in, nothing, until it finally clicked out all the way. That's one that I ran into. Failure to go into a battery was another one that I was worried about, and I had that happen. And again, that's the striker's got like this weird relationship with the sear, and on the way in when it's chambering, it causes a lot of resistance, and that's one of the things that causes potentially some of these failure to feed issues that you see. The stovepipes that I got, those are weird. You shouldn't see that in a regular combat pistol, that they shouldn't stovepipe nearly as frequently as this one did. And the other thing that I saw, and this is one that I saw online as well, is the slide locking back when there's still ammunition in the magazine. I had this happen 50 to 75% of the time. Most of the time it would do this. It would leave one round in there, and you'd have to actuate that slide release to get it to actually give you that last round. So that part was a little bit weird, and a little bit disappointing that the reliability wasn't really as good as I wanted it to be. Beyond that, I mean, the build quality of it is inexpensive. You're paying like this pistol was $280 from Rangeview, fantastic deal. And as a base pistol, okay, $280. Like it's not the end of the world. I think there's better pistols out there for the money though. For example, the Gersan MC-28, also a very cheap pistol, frequently 300 or just under. That gun runs. It runs. I didn't have any jams of any kind with it. Trigger's not great on it, but it's not 9 pounds. I think with mine it was like 5 or 6, or maybe 6. 6 sounds about right. Still better than, than 9 pounds. Yeah, primarily the reliability. Reliability was better with that one. There are a couple of interesting things about the Terra in terms of parts. So that's if you got one of these things, I'm just going to give you a couple of pointers that might help you. The striker spring in it, I found I could use a Glock Gen 3 striker spring in there, and that gave me a lighter trigger pull. So when I replaced mine with that Glock one, I got under 8 pounds, which is still garbage, but it's better. It's better garbage than the 9 pounds. So you might be able to run a lighter striker spring to get lighter trigger pulls on it. The other thing I noticed was that the recoil spring will take a Glock Gen 3 guide rod and spring. So if you wanted to replace yours at any point, that is an option as well. So would I recommend the Terra TM-9? Not really. I mean, because of the trigger pull weight and because of the reliability issues, and the magazines and their build quality and all this stuff. I mean, it's okay. It's a $300 pistol or sub $300 pistol. Sometimes cool, but the Gersan MC-28 I think is better for the money for about the same price. If you got more money, throw another $200 on and get yourself a much better pistol in the CZ P10F or a Canik TP9 or something like that. Either of those are going to be worlds better than this pistol. You get a really big difference for that $200, and it gets you into a pistol that is going to be better for IPSC, better for shooting at the range, better for all the things we do here in Canada. Thanks for watching.